I think we're survivors. Warriors, really. Those of us who have endured infertility. There was a pivotal point in our journey to becoming parents when my husband Travis asked me if we could go to Target, Home Depot, Chipotle, the gas station, post office, or just outside in general without telling someone about our story, our struggles. I laugh at this request now, thinking about how many people I must have cornered and overshared. One story Travis fondly recounts is the time I cornered Sharon in the paint department at Home Depot. I asked her specifically for a color that would work well in an office or a nursery. I said to Sharon, "You see, I recently lost both of my fallopian tubes." I went on to further explain that we really didn't know if we'd ever fill that empty room. Meanwhile, Travis is motioning and gesturing for me to cut the story short. Apparently, Sharon was uncomfortable and maybe even inching away from me. In my defense, I was just trying to be funny, because infertility humor, isn't it the best? Humor was my way of protecting myself. It was my shield against despair, because there's a lot to our story that includes sadness, loss, anger, and grief. But that is not the story I wish to share tonight. That's because there are also parts of our story, the best parts, that include hope, celebration, loyalty, and joy. The moment we knew it required medical intervention to achieve pregnancy was the moment disbelief and anger set in. In order to have any hope in starting a family, we would need to try in vitro fertilization. Not only did that mean many months of testing, taking various drugs, and administering shots, it also meant we needed money, lots of it. So, to make IVF a reality, I dominated Craigslist, selling absolute shit and some pretty neat things too. Travis painted homes. We taught camps and summer school. We babysat, dog sat, house sat. We would have sat on anything for money. By the way, don't say that in the wrong company or try listing that on Craigslist. Before we knew it, it was September, just 1 month before our scheduled IVF. School had started, and since we're both teachers, we immersed ourselves in the excitement that a new school year brings. Mid-September, on an afternoon like any other, Travis beats me home and called in a frenzy. "What?" I yelled. "Someone broke in?" "Well, yeah," he explained, but nothing was taken. They just left a large envelope. There's also a note that says, "Do not open without the other." I don't remember driving home. I was shaking. I'm part thinking this is just a joke and Travis is trying to make life fun again. Once inside, he shows me this large envelope and I rip it open like a lunatic. Inside, there are 3 smaller envelopes numbered 1, 2, and 3. We open number 1. Inside, there are pictures of all my friends. They're candid photos of what looks like a garage sale setup and a garage sale in action. Envelope 2 is thin. Inside, there's a slip of paper listing silent auction items, tickets for concerts, sporting events, and more, and an advertisement for a garage sale. We're catching on now, and both crying. I can't even open number 3. Travis has to. And inside, there is a note attached to a large sum of cash. "We love you both," it says, "and this will help. Now go get your baby." $4,710 they earned. This profound groundswell of love and positivity catapulted the hope in our hearts, and our first attempt at IVF was a success. We welcomed a baby girl 10 months after the garage sale. One of the things I remember most when we were in a blissful state of pregnancy was when Travis asked me if we could start liking pregnant people again. What a stupid, foolish man. I wanted so badly to hurt him, but thought better of it because I needed more sperm. I still wasn't in a great place. Our family wasn't complete yet. And I still blamed my body for all of our unfulfilled dreams. After Poppy was born, we attempted IVF 4 more times and were without a second baby. Tens of thousands of dollars gone. The only logical thing to do, because I'm an extremely logical person, was to go see a psychic. I mean, cognitive, intellectual type person. During this serendipitous meeting with the psychic, she tells me I have an infection, one that is preventing pregnancy. She also tells me I will need to transfer every single embryo that is produced in my next round because, oh yeah, she states, we're doing IVF again. And the money? It will come. Let me stop here. Have any of you ever called your doctor and told them your psychic gave you a medical diagnosis? And you wanted to order an expensive test to see if they were right? It's super fun. And you should try it. What's crazy is not that the psychic said any of this. The absurd part is that my doctor actually said yes to the testing. What's crazier still, the psychic was right. I had a raging infection and needed immediate medical attention. During this time of healing, guess what else happened? The money, it came. My dad called one evening and told us no matter what it would take, bring him a second grandbaby. He'd take care of the money, but we had to do all the hard work. Fast forward to the week the embryologist called to inform us we had 4 healthy embryos, and she would be grading 2 of them and preparing them for transfer. Remember when my psychic told me to transfer anything I produced in my next round? At this point, I was obligated to continue to tell trained professionals how to do their jobs. I mean, the intuition of a clairvoyant spiritualist trumps science and modern medicine, obviously. Still, to this day, I don't know why they obliged my crazy, unfounded, groundless requests. But the fact is, they did. And 1 of 4 stuck. Our family was complete February 26, 2013.